Good afternoon, St. Michael's. My name is Riley Carter, and I am here live at Macbeth's castle regarding the shocking murder of King Duncan. I am here with Macbeth and Lady Macbeth for the inside scoop. Macbeth, how do you feel about such a terrible event happening at your own castle?
We feel awful that such a terrible event could have happened in a place like our own home.
Had I died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time. From this instant, there's nothing serious in mortality.
Why did you kill the guards?
The expedition of my violent love outrun the pause of reason. There lay Duncan dead with the murderers around him. Who could refrain, that had a heart to love and the heart courage to make love's own?
My husband acted out of vengeance for the death of our noble king. There's still blood on your hands. Hide them.
What will Scotland do? Who will be king? I have shocking news! Donald Bain and Malcolm have fled the country. I'm gonna send you off to my colleague Allie with more information.
Thanks, Riley. I'm coming to you live from England with the King's son, Malcolm and Donald Bain. Malcolm, why did you decide to flee to England?
This murderous shafts that shot hath not yet lighted, and our safest way is to avoid the aim.
Donald Bain, why did you decide to flee as well?
I went to Ireland because our separate fortune would keep us both the saber, the nuclear in blood, the nearer bloody.
I am very sorry for your loss. How are your feelings after this tragic event?
Our tears are not yet brewed.
Nor our strong sorrow upon the foot of motion.
Well, thank you for your time. Back to Scotland with my colleague Riley.
I am here now with Porter, who was there that devastating night when Duncan died, King Duncan. He is here now to give us some insight on what happened.
We were crossingly till the second cock, and drunk, sir. It is great provoker of three things. These three things are nose painting, sleep, and urine. Therefore, much drink may be said to an equivocator with lechery. It makes him, and it mars him. It sets him on, and it takes him off. It persuades him, and this hurts him.
Okay. Now joining us are Macduff and Lennox. Macduff, what was your reaction when finding Duncan in his chamber?
My tongue nor heart could not conceive or name the horror.
Lennox, how did you know that the guards were guilty for this act of treason?
Those of his chamber, as it seemed, had it done. Their hands and faces were all bagged with blood. So were their daggers, which unwiped we found upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life wants to be trusted with them.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Before we end this broadcast, we have a special guest. Please welcome Banquo.
Thank you. I'm sorry for my hair.
What were your initial reactions about this horrendous event?
It was too cruel. I begged Macduff to contradict thyself and say it not so.
How did you react physically?
When we have our naked frailties hid, that suffer an exposure, let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work to know it further. Fear and scruples shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence against the indivulged pretense I fight for treasonous malice.
Thank you, Banquo, for sharing your initial physical and emotional reactions after this horrendous event. I know this was hard for you.
Bye.
There you have it, folks. That was the inside scoop on the appalling and treasonous murder of King Duncan. Stay tuned for more.